A very, very warm welcome to Art Gallery Explorer, art lovers. This is the vlog that takes you inside exhibitions and gallery spaces across London, the southeast of England and beyond. Today I'm here in the Barbican, heading to the Barbican Art Gallery to explore a show which has been on for a while actually, by a Belgian-born, Mexico-based artist, Francis Alÿs. I'm really excited about this show because he's a dynamic artist who's most well known for his actions, where he or others partake in an action which he records, usually using film, but sometimes by painting and other art forms as well. He's an artist whose work has taken him all over the world, so I'm hoping to see that reflected in this show as well. This show, in my pre-research, is focusing on, I've learned is focusing on his children's game series, which I'm imagining this is going to be exuberant, and you might well have seen some of these games online, because they're freely available in the public domain. Anyway, this show by Francis Alÿs, which is one of the big sort of London summer shows, is on until the 1st of September. So come and join me as we head inside. The beating heart of this show is downstairs in the large main gallery and the side galleries as well downstairs, where the viewer is confronted by multiple screens showing different works from Francis Alÿs's series Children's Games, a series he started in 1999, and a series that was inspired by this masterpiece by Peter Bruegel the Elder entitled Children's Games, which I hasten to add is not in the show, it's safely in Vienna. This is one of the loudest galleries I've ever been in. It is really cacophonous and joyful, as the videos of children playing a wide variety of games compete with each other without any sound filtration at all, and I really enjoyed that. Many of the games are recognisable, like musical chairs, which you can see here. Others are adapted to the geography and also the resources available in specific situations, like this game, the boys racing in these carts from Havana in Cuba. These works are incredibly joyful, and they reflect both the ingenuity and universality of play. There's also a sense of melancholy when looking at some of these games. We know in Britain, for example, that the traditional game of conkers has been banned from many school playgrounds over health and safety concerns. So it's almost as if Alÿs is capturing a dying game. And you can't help but reflect as well that much more of children's play now takes place on screens, online, often isolated, as opposed to the face-to-face social interactions which you're seeing in these videos. And Alÿs actually started his children's game series in 1999, and so you're forced to reflect on the changes that have occurred while the series has been produced, and it's an ongoing series. The work that you saw previously of the Conkers in London is one of the more recent works. Some of the works, like this game from Congo, children spinning round as fast as possible till they fall over, exude pure joy. Whereas other games like this one, Imbu, relate to more serious social concerns and health concerns that exist within the country. In this case, Congo, where boys have found a pitch irresistible to one sex of mosquito, hopefully female, because only pregnant females bite and spread malaria. And by producing this pitch, they attract the female mosquitoes and then squash and kill them. We're also taken to Ukraine and shown a game of parole from Kharkiv, where we see children acting as soldiers with either fake or obsolete guns, stopping passing cars to inspect them. And it's interesting that in the clip that you see, most Ukrainians are happy to be stopped and have their cars searched, because they see the sense of solidarity and camaraderie of the kids in this game. We're also reminded that play can be targeted by extremist regimes. This piece from Afghanistan reminds us that the Taliban, in their first rule between 1996 and 2001, banned kite flying, whereas in areas controlled by the Islamic State,
football was haram or banned. These boys recreate how they got around this ban by playing football beautifully, but without a physical ball. They would take to the streets and provide deft moves and flicks in some of the most ingenious examples of play in an exhibition full of them. Surrounding the video works and easy to miss in the lower gallery in contrast to the bright, vibrant, moving images on the screens are a series of oil paintings on canvas produced by Alÿs between 1990 and 2024. It's important to get a sense of the scale of these. They're small. The exhibition describes them as only slightly larger than postcards. And they are titled after the cities that Alÿs travelled to, recording scenes witnessed by him in the public space. And each of these contains a figure or figures which your eye is drawn to, and they're beautifully lit, and they're presented as being in dialogue with the children's game series. Upstairs, the atmosphere could not be more different. We're presented with a new series of animations, and this is a world premiere actually. And these are presented in dialogue with the children's games. But whereas the children's games series show the children, the bodies in context of their environment, here the body's been fragmented and the hands and arms isolated. The vibrancy of colour has been replaced by soft black and white line animations. This provides us with a very different aesthetic experience and a very different atmosphere. There's also a couple of playrooms where you can engage yourself with the idea of play, and a really powerful work from Ukraine called Siren, and also a very interesting history of children's games.
I very much hope you enjoyed that exploration there of Francis Alÿs's Ricochet from the Barbican. Remember that this show's only on until the 1st of September. I'm covering it late. So if you are in the London area and you want to go, get down there quickly. It was obviously the type of show where I can't bring you anywhere near a comprehensive exploration of the show because the nature of the video works mean that this is impossible. But happily, if you're not able to go to the exhibition, then you can access all of the children's game series online, and I put a link in the description below. The Barbican recommends that you spend 3 hours in this show, and that's not surprising considering that the video works, although they're short, 4 to 6 minutes on average. If you want to watch them all and watch some of them repeatedly, that time does stack up, and so it's one to give yourself time to come down and see. I always review these shows in terms of the good, the bad, and the beautiful. And if we start with the good, I would say that Francis Alÿs is a tremendously humane artist. His work is full of the universal experience of humanity, taking us to different areas of the world and showing the universal experience of childhood and play was really thrilling. It was especially moving to see games that were familiar from my childhood being played in very different circumstances. I really enjoyed that, and it was in an age of divisive times where we're often told how different we are. This work is a unifying work which can bring us back together, tremendously powerful. And also, in terms of the good, there was a sense of defiance in some of these works. The fact that children continue to use their imagination and play, even in some of the most horrific geopolitical circumstances bequeathed them. So I thoroughly enjoyed that as well. In terms of the bad, I thought that the paintings on the bottom floor, which are beautiful little exquisite jewels in some ways, did get lost. They were meant to be in dialogue with the video works. That didn't quite work for me. And so that was a bit of a downer, but I still enjoyed seeing these works. In terms of the beautiful, it's a toss-up between the footballers of Mosul in Iraq, which I showed you. I love the fact that they encapsulated the universal nature of childhood through a game which is loved all over the world, and also the defiance I was talking about in terms of the ISIS ban on football. I love that, but I also was taken more and more as I thought about it by the animation works upstairs, where he stripped back just to have a look at gestures and games. That was really powerful as well. So I would take those two works to be my absolute beautiful highlights. The show's on till the 1st of September. I think £17.50 is good value, actually, bearing in mind how long you'll spend in this show. And do get along there. Please do keep commenting and subscribe to the art vlog if you can, and hit that notification bell to be reminded of reviews as I bring you shows from across London, the southeast of England and beyond. I'm going to be heading back up to Edinburgh for a few days for the Edinburgh Art Festival, and we'll be posting quite regularly from there, so do stay tuned. But thank you as always, art lovers, for watching and supporting this channel.